welcome to Collectibles, and today we're going to do a buyer pass on the Queen Studios 1/3 scale Deluxe and Regular Edition The Batman. Now, I want to go over, first off, I did not do the Prime 1 statue yet. I kind of skipped over that because I've been busy, been out of town a little bit, but I wanted to go over this Queen one, of course. A little bit of stuff revolved around it. The Prime 1 is just... it's very different in a way. It's got this more dark feel to it. I love it. I like it. The price is a bit too much. The price is a little bit too much for a polystone head. Now, let's see. We have here product material, polystone PU fabric. And is this a polystone head sculpt? Or a... I should have figured that out. About the statue, Batman sculpts Master captures the first iconic cowl, which is other unmasked sculpt, featuring a lifelike hair made of sheep's wool, bringing character to life. Now, I don't know if this is actually silicone or not. I should have figured that out before. But what we do know is that it looks amazing. The cowl, what it is the Batman from Prime 1 versus this Queen. Queen looks more realistic. Queen's looks more lifelike, I would say. Prime 1 looks a bit more animated. Prime 1 has a bit more of an animated look because of the way their technique goes. And them working with Blitzway, I don't trust them that much. So this is more of a, I would say, a more realistic approach coming towards from Queen. I do love what they did here. Everything as far as paint apps and everything is solid. Now, it's very hard to tell if Queen did this in polystone or if this is silicone or silicon, whatever you want, silicone. That is amazing because for the price, that's awesome. But this is all sheep's wool, fine, tiny little woolly hair. I love it. It's very nice. The head sculpt, although it did look weird in the prototype teases, the prototype final photos look amazing. And I'm sure this is under better light and whatnot. I really do love what we're getting here for the money. Prime 1, yeah, I said it's a polystone head sculpt. Even if this is a polystone head sculpt, we get this beautifully done hair, which is another... You're talking... This is competitive pricing at its best. And this Queen, you're talking about $300-400 in hair rooting. I mean, at budgeted, that's like a cheap price you're getting for something this scale. So... with Prime 1 and Queen Studios being the same price, this gives me leeway to Queen. This gives me a more of a leaning power towards Queen because Queen is just looking magnificent. If you just look at that, that looks beautiful. Now, why is he standing on top of a Hot Wheel car? I don't know, folks. You ask Queen. That is not something for me. That's a weird thing Queen Studios is doing. I don't know why Queen decided to go with this weird clamshell-looking bottom base with the wheels not even on the car, and then him standing on it. Now, it does look a bit weird in photos. Look at that. That's so realistic. Wired cape. I don't like that they did a wired cape in this form. I would have really preferred a drape cape. Prime 1's cape is a little bit better, I feel. But as you can see, that cape is just not falling. I want it to fall nicely. But that base is just weird looking. It just looks so weird. Now, in person, it may look more badass. It may look more badass. It may look more awesome. But it just, it's just like straight on direct back end of the base is the car. And Prime 1's base is simply amazing. I absolutely, you can't even think of a better base for that guy. So... what is this? What is this empty space going on here, Queen? I don't know what that is. Why is he standing on his car? It looks like a Mattel Batman you're displaying on top of a little toy car, like a Hot Wheels. It makes the scale look kind of stupid and weird, in my opinion. As you can see, that wired cape, what I'm talking about, it just doesn't fall. It just doesn't drape as well and nicely as the Prime 1 did. You know what? Let's go over the Prime 1 in this video as well. We'll go to that at the end and make our verdict. You have his gauntlets and everything made up of polystone, I'm sure, all sculpted beautifully. I have to say, it's fooling me. Like, if you tell me this is leather and fabrics and, belt, yes, I'd believe it. It's cool. I'd believe it. I'd say that's what it is. More of his switch outs you have. Well, on the Deluxe, you got to switch out of this bomb gun, whatever this thing is. I forgot what it's called. But this looks like real leather, like real straps and stuff. Here we have the base. Oh my god. This is kind of hard to take in. It's nice, but very tricky what you did with me, Prime 1 or Queen. I don't know. I just don't feel it in there. But the rest of the stuff, Prime 1's Batarang thing comes off. Another cool quirk of Prime 1 being Prime 1. I guess you can say why Prime 1's pricing is a little bit higher is the engineering in them. They do offer a little bit more cool ability, as some may say. So Queen Studios, 1/3 scale. That's how big he is. That looks like Robin from The Dark Knight Rises. The guy who... It looks like a silhouette. So this is the Batman. Now pricing is going to be, I think like $1,100 or so for the regular. I have to go back and see pricing. So this is the Deluxe. Comes with a switch out fist and a switch out head. That's what you get with Deluxe. But man, is this so photorealistic. It's so realistic. That's what I'm loving about Queen. And I love what they did here with the Batman wings. So regular full price is $11.38. Deluxe edition $15.38. You pay $400 more for a head sculpt with rooted hair. Not a bad price. Honestly, it's not a bad price. I do not see how that's a bad price. I absolutely love it. Very nice looking statue. Now let's go over to Prime 1. Prime 1 has beautiful Shih Tzu. And when is this releasing? I didn't see. Probably soon. Whatever that is. It's going to be 1.5 to 2 years depending on who you order from. Now this $15.99, oh my gosh. It's expensive for a Prime 1. Like you should be cheaper than that, Prime 1. You see what Queen is doing. Queen is doing like rooted hair and stuff, right? So why Prime 1? But you see where I'm saying a more animated look, whereas you have Queen, which is here somewhere. I don't want to talk to you, Queen. Here, yeah. So there's this. Let's see if we can get side-by-side shots. You see where Queen adds to more of a realistic feel? See all the switch outs, though, on Prime 1. Bonus version. You have the Batarang, him holding, and the grappling hook. And these, obviously, you can tell... Some parts you can say it's plastic. But they do a very good job in polystone. I have to give him that. As you can see, he's holding a Batarang in one hand. All that he comes with. This is pretty crazy. I know. You do get like these die-cast parts and adrenaline shot, and the base lights up. And look at the base and the pose that Prime 1 went with. Even that cape, the drape cape. That's what I want. The fabric drape cape. That is what Queen should have went with versus the wired. And as you can see, a die-cast Batarang. Unmasked head right here. But look at this. And then look at this. You see that more realistic feel into Queen's, right? And that's what Queen is for. The more realistic imperfection, even at the nose, the leather cowl kind of like moves and shifts. Is not exactly on there, while Prime 1 will probably, perfect that. Which I do like that with Prime 1. They do give you some. But look at that base. Look at this base as far as it goes with like the differences. Like that's just so menacing. The way he's standing is that first time you see him walk out from the dark where the train station is. That's what I'm getting with this feel. This is more of a, hey, I'm your generic Batman. I'm just here to play games. This guy looks like I'm about to beat your face in. And that, not so much. I mean, it's more realistic. I love the sheen and different textures. I don't see it here. You can see that here. I love that. I love this. You see the different textures and different paintings. You see this is more of a fabric-y look. This is going to be more washed blackout. This is going to be tones, and I like that. I like the tones. You see how black this is, and then it goes gray, then it goes black, then it goes gray, and then this black, 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 gray, blackish, fabric-ish. Give and take, give and take. give and take. We do have 76 pictures by Prime 1. Thank you. So, unmasked head. Here we go. Here we go. Unmasked head. See this? Polystone. While it's nice, Blitzway, I don't trust you with the Joker. Now, you did perfect the Joker with your second release. If you guys saw, the bust that came with the Joker is perfected. Thank you for releasing that later on in the game. You suck, Prime 1. Thank you. Queen, they don't do that. They don't do that. So that's why I'm trusting Queen on this. This looks very realistic, amazing. This is more of a comic-y animated version. Although this is portraying a realistic, lifelike go at Batman, this is more realistic. This is more comic-y, and you can see that because the hair does so much. But the sculpt alone, it's Pattinson. It's really Pattinson. This is him, but would you look at that? Would you just look at it? So moving on, we have more of him without the cowl. It is a menacing look. I absolutely love it. The Deluxe versus the regular. I don't know how much the prices are. I wonder how much the price is. Is there a non-Deluxe to this? For my internet breaks. And then there's the drape cape and more. So, ooh, but okay. So yeah. I mean, cool looking stuff here. It's just a matter of who's going to be the guy, you know? Who's going to be your guy? Queen, you shouldn't have screwed up on the base. Look at that puny base. He's stepping on an RC car versus Queen or Prime step. Just look at that battering up front, the bat. That's just so much more beautiful. I can't stray away from this because of the whole look of it. Now this is going to be very detailed and very beautiful. Man, it's so hard. It's so hard to tell. I'm going to need more time. So, let me know in the comments down below which one I should go for. Prime 1, Queen. Prime 1, Queen. Queen does look absolutely... I feel like it looks five times better. Prime 1 nailed the pose. Prime 1 nailed the cape. Prime 1 nailed the base. And Queen nailed the paint apps. They nailed the head sculpt. They did not nail the pose. They did not nail the cape. They did not nail the base. Now, that's a lot of downs versus Prime, but Queen does look a little bit more realistic, a little bit more cooler looks. No, Prime 1 looks cooler. Queen looks more realistic, and that's what I want, the realistic approach. And I wonder if any of you guys can tell me, is this polystone or silicone? I don't know, and I should have knew before doing anything. But yeah, that's that face, that head sculpt, and I'm wanting to display it with the head sculpt. So I know some people is like, Batman needs a cowl, and that's Batman with a cowl. But I just don't get this realistic thing out of Prime 1. They do very well on what I'm looking at, the Arkham line and stuff like that. But I just, man, like we get with the Joker, we got fooled. We got April fooled with that joke. And Prime 1 versus Queen, Queen being the cheaper alternative. Even with a cowl, this boy looks amazing. See, with a cowl, this looks simply amazing. So if you're on a strict budget but need a one-third Batman, this is your guy. This is going to be your guy, obviously, because it's the cheaper variant. Now let's see over the Prime 1, which priced at $16. God dang, dude. What is your... You don't have a normal edition. It's just called bonus. So there it is, a little bit of Prime 1, shipping June 2023. Okay, cool. And we do have Queen shipping in... I don't think we have a shipping date yet. Or maybe I'm staring at it. They do mention a 1/6 scale bat come in, but not available to pre-order soon. Pre-order starts. I'm sure there's not a date yet. Batman, Vigilante, blah, blah, blah. Realism for this Batman statue sculpt was met. It's probably a, I would want to say a polystone head. The base is inspired by caped himself. Ominous display. Created dark, ominous. The base itself includes a lighting internal, so there's LEDs in there. But yeah, I'm much more leaning on this bat because just Queen's approach at realism is stunning. So that's where I'm leaning at. If you guys want to help me in the comments below, do that down below. Like the video and share. Sharing is caring. And subscribe if you haven't. I also do statues. So for you statue guys, I love statues. It's a work of art. And that's what we're doing here on Easy Company Collectibles. See you later.